How's it going, everybody? MG Fishing here with my top 5 reels and the rods that I have. It's a top 5 video. Let's start off with number 5. Right away, Shimano Casitas is number 5. And the reason is, this reel I recently got, and I was excited because I've had Shimanos in the past and I loved them. But this one, I don't know what it is about it. I've messed with it, I've tuned it, everything. It doesn't cast as far as any other reels that I have. It is a 7:2-to-1 gear ratio. What I like about it is the easy dial on the side. I have that with most of my reels. And it's really comfortable. That's what I like about Shimano, is it's really comfortable. Oh, they're just built solid. You get a Shimano in the mail and you just, this doesn't wiggle, this don't wiggle. And you can tell with a lot cheaper reels that some of that stuff wiggles. Shimano Casitas. Number 4. Origin SE by 13 Fishing. This thing casts like a dream. It makes a little noise when you cast. It has a good drag. I don't exactly know the pound, but it has a very good drag setup. I've been using it for a little bit now. I recently got it. I love it with the design they have, the chrome thumb, the black, white, and orange and chrome. 13 Fishing knows their colors, and they know how to make a reel look good. Number 3. Shimano Caenan. So what I was going to say when I was talking about the Casitas was, they looked the exact same. Am I wrong? I might be. Oh yeah, okay. The difference between these two is Shimano Caenan has no dial on the side. You gotta go in there and do that. But I like this one a lot more than Casitas because it casts a lot farther than the Casitas does. It has a lot more control. I feel like I feel more comfortable using this reel than I do the Casitas. And you know when you get that reel and you just, that's your reel because you just feel comfortable with it. Shimano, another one, built solid, doesn't wiggle. Great reel. Number 2. Quantum Acurist. This has been my number 1 reel for a while. It has been. I love this thing. It was my second bait caster I've ever had. You hear that noise, that's just because I got loose line on there. It's more of my flipping reel. You can get deep into that cover, flipping in there, or even if you got cover far away from you, you can cast and still like make it into that little, between the two bushes, make it in between those with no problem. I haven't had a reel with this much accuracy in a long time. But this Quantum has been the dream. It has a flip option. Come on, focus. Okay, well, it has a flip option. So if you hit that, I have never used it because I don't need it, but you hit that, you hit the button, as soon as you let go, it comes right back up. You don't even need it to start reeling again. I don't use it, but just because I don't know. I just never use it. I'm not comfortable with it. When I'm actually fishing, I'm so focused to where like, oh, I'm gonna turn on the flip, you know. But it is an awesome feature in this reel because you're going to flip, and this is a very sensitive reel. When you're flipping in there, you don't have to worry about reeling. You can more focus on that accuracy, getting it in there, and just let go of the button to make sure about the whole click thing. Dealio. Numero uno. My number 1 reel, I waited almost a year to get this reel. There's a sale on Amazon for it for 70 bucks. This is the fastest reel that I know of out there. 9 3-to-1 gear ratio. It is crazy. my favorite thing about this reel is the control you have with it. You have, with this, or 7:3 gear ratio, you have a certain range, right? This one of control, this one, you have 2 times, 3 times that control of range with this reel. You can do whatever you want with it. I mostly use it for moving baits in top water. If you look, just that reeling is spinning the spool pretty quickly. I do it for moving baits in top water, mostly because of the control I have. I thought about using it for flipping because, you know, you get the fish, you crack them, and you want to get to the boat as quick as possible. But I have other reels that I use for flipping, and I just want a good moving bait reel. So that's why I got this. It's been on sale on Amazon for a while now, so I don't know how much longer it's gonna last, so you better get on there and get this reel, because I'm telling you what, when this thing goes back to 170 or 200 or whatever it was, it's gonna be you're gonna be wishing that you snagged this when you could have. It's got the dial on the side, easy access, giant spool, made fit a lot of line on there, because moving baits in top water, you're trying to cover a lot of water, so you're casting it out there, trying to get as far as you can out there. So you want a lot of line, cover a lot of water, quickly, slowly, in between. You got a big in between with this reel. A lot of control. I love it. That's why it's my number one. Next is the rods. I do not have a rod for these two at the moment. That is because I didn't like the ones that I got. Amazon is like my number one place to get tackle gear, because they got real good prices for stuff. I'm not a big giant YouTuber with a bunch of money that can go and buy a bunch of gear and tackle all the time. And that's awesome that they can do that. That's something I really want to do someday. I'm planning on getting a rod for both of these soon. So, let's start off with Quantum. Okay. The rod that I have for the Quantum Acurist is the Hellbent rod. I love this rod, number 8 Hellbent. Crazy sick rod for a good price. I have a good thing with Hellbent rods. I don't know why. They got a stout backbone and they got real good tip action, making it real easy to work my baits with this flipping reel that I use. I love this Hellbent rod. It's a medium heavy, fast action tip. I use it for finesse, jigs, stuff like that. That's mostly what I use it for, because it's such a sensitive reel. I don't really want to cover water with it because it's more of a flipping reel. I'd rather have one that's made to cover water and stuff like that. Number 2 rod is my Graphics Quantum rod. Yeah, I should have the Quantum rod on the Quantum reel, but this one, don't know why. If you guys experience this too, comment down below. I get a rod that's medium heavy, fast action. That's like my favorite in between, because I'm trying to figure out all the rods out, figure out what I like. So right now I'm on the medium heavy, all that. It's a good all-around rod if you're trying to get a rod. But I got this rod in the mail, and I compared it to my Hellbent, and I love this rod. The only thing that's different is it's crazy stiff. It feels more like a heavy. So that goes with my KastKing Speed Demon, because I use it for top water, frogging, thick cover stuff, moving baits like chatterbaits. I like the heavy. Chatterbait's one of my favorite things to use, so I like the heavy rod, because that vibration in the chatterbait, you can feel it a lot more. You can feel that thump when the vibration stops. And boom, set the hook. KastKing Speed Demon will get that fish in real quick for you. It looks amazing on this rod, and I just love everything about it. It's probably it is my favorite setup. It is definitely my favorite setup. KastKing is just an amazing brand. They have a lot of potential, and I guarantee you guys get a product from them, you're gonna love it. So get into that product. I'm telling you, you'll love it. Alright, so my Casitas, Shimano Casitas, I have with also a hellbent, 7-foot medium rod. I got the exact same rod because this is when I was an earlier fisherman. And I love these rods, and I just couldn't, I was afraid to spend my money on something I didn't like because I didn't have a lot of money back then. I don't have a lot of money right now, but I got more than I did have back then. But it also looks amazing. It looks sexy, huh? But yeah, hellbent, medium. Use it for, it's like my crankbait rod, and I just love the hell out of it. So yeah, you guys can't see any of those. So yeah, thanks for joining me in this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Comment down below your favorite rods and reels. I'd like to know what you guys use so I can check them out, see what you guys use, what you guys like, because I always like looking at reels. I don't know if it's just me, but do you guys go on Amazon and look at reels? It's just one of my favorite things to do. It got really dark in here all of a sudden for some reason. But yeah, so subscribe down below, comment, like. I love all you. Thanks so much. I'm out.